well, I got another exciting box here. Ooh. Let's see, I need my opener to open this box so I can see what it is. Let me get that. Okay, here we go. I'm going to open this box upside down. Okay, get this side. I always open my boxes from the bottom so that way I can save the customer's labels if it's on the top or the bottom. I'll pick those baskets up later. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Ooh, look like a big one, y'all. Look like a big one. Let me remove this. Do all this papers here. All right. Paper. Ooh, this is a big one. Not too big, but a oval. Wow, man! Look at all the holes in this basket. It's, I don't know if you can see through it. I mean, like, man, the handle on this one. I have to do some major repair here. Let's see, I'm going to close this so I can put this basket up on top so I can see. This basket came from Miss Monica in Seaside Beach, South Carolina. Ooh, okay, that's not far. Close to Myrtle Beach up there, somewhere there. But anyway, this looks like one of those trays to put newspaper and magazine trays. I always wanted to make one of these, but I never did. But now it looks like I'm going to do one. Okay, right now, this basket, she don't know how old it is. Apparently, I would say maybe got it from a mother or grandmother. I don't know. But anyway, on this one with the handle, I'm going to have to build up this area in here. So I'm going to tie all that so that it won't go anyplace. And as usual, I will start off from either somewhere in the inside here and work my way up to get the basket stabilized, and then that way I can do my work. I already have some nail bones, some special nail bones for this one. My only problem is going to be when I handle this. The handles right here is where I have to do my cautionary work. So the first thing I do is I'm going to tie these handles down so that they don't go anyplace, and then I'm going to work my way from the inside out, or vice versa. All depends on what problems I find in this basket. So I will lift the lid, or how you say, on the sides of these so it can look like a real tray. And on this one, more likely I am going to have to rewrap this entire basket, because I see where there's a lot of popped area. I see a lot of, here we go again, where we got stitching and a wrap, stitching, wrap, stitch. I mean, like, man, what is going on? I don't know, was this basket made by a real basket maker or just somebody off the street and they're trying to get money real fast here? Okay, she says that she has no idea of how old the basket is, and it is a long story, and more likely is probably how she got this basket. So I'm not going to get into details on this, but this basket will be another one of my assignment. I'll probably start this one sometime in the next week or two, because I still got 2 customers ahead of this customer here. I think when I sent them back this email, which was, let's see here, August. Okay, this one was back in August 23rd, somewhere in there. And she was number 20, but now I'm down to number 12. So I've gotten 8 customers done before I receive this person's basket, so they'll get it back a little faster. So what I am going to do is somewhere in there every other day, assuming, I will take 2-3 rows and I will work my way around this basket. And you know something? I believe I have a starter already, and I can get another one of these built before I send it back to the customer. And as you know what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and see if I can put a rainbow handle on that basket. It don't have that much of a play on the lip, so it's going to be a little harder how I get that turn. I think I can do it. Still get that 2 hooks coming in on the side right here. See how it comes in? And just turn it where it's going to be more, because I don't have that support on the sides here. That's going to be the problem right now. I don't have the support. I might not be able to even do that, but I'm going to try it anyway. I might have to put some kind of support in there, but I'm going to try it. Okay, so I'm going to have to find some kind of way to get these lips up, hold this up, maybe get some rubber bands. Let's see here, got that piece in there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I will get to work on Miss Monica's basket somewhere in the next week or 2, and we will see how to go from there, because right now fall is kicking in and I have a lot of other things to do. I got crosses to do, I got flowers that need to be made, Christmas is coming, Thanksgiving is coming. So I'm going to get this out of the way. I'm hoping I don't have to put her basket on the side. I'm going to try and get it back to her by Christmas. I don't know. I can't give nobody guarantees on baskets right now, because I am going to get ready for my thing. Put this back down in here. That's going to bend a little bit, but that's okay. And she says she will pick this up instead of me shipping it, which would be good. So I want to get this done for her. All right, so. All right, guys, I'll be seeing you guys later. I am going to work on something else right now. Okay, I am going to start Miss Monica's basket. And what I'm going to have to do, because this handle is so weak, I'm going to have to play a little game here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie these 2 sides down. Then what I'm going to do is start 3 rows down, go all the way around, because I don't know if the end's supposed to flare out. I'm not sure, but I'm going to put a little bend in it to kind of straighten it out a little bit, because this basket's going to be kind of weak. And even with me sewing the 3 rows from bottom to the top, it is still going to be a little weak. I'm not going to take no material out. I'm not going to try to splice it, cut it, pull it, because I'm going to have to pull on one side. You can see right here is where it's the weakest. See all of that? I'm trying to balance this handle in the middle here if possible. That's the only thing I can do. So I am going to take some of my palm, which is the good pieces, I'm gonna tie these two ends up here. Maybe I can use some of this hard stuff and not use the good palm, trying not to. And this is dry just to the color that I need, and that's exactly what I want to save. So let me get my little cutting tool here. So the first thing I'm gonna tie here and there. I'm gonna use what I got here. So let me just get all of this off of here. That'll be the best bet. I hate to do that, but I ain't got no choice. So I got two good pieces now. Okay. Let's throw all that right there. So I am gonna come back. This bottom, the bottom looks real good. Oh man, yeah, that bottom looks real good. So what I'm gonna do is tie this down first. Now what I got to do is if I stitch right here, oh man, before I do that, what I'm gonna have to do is start a stitch here, fix this all the way to about here, and then tie this down, because if I tie this down, I'm not gonna be able to put my stitches in later when I get up to this point here. So I think what I need to do is start my stitches here, fix all of this up to about right there, then I will tie this down. I'm always finding ways and working on these basket repairs. So let me put this down. The carriages are starting, probably a little after 9 now. All right. I'm gonna need to get my little glasses because I can't see these small stuff. So what I gotta do is I gotta start right here. Uh-oh, I didn't bring my other nail bone. Ooh, I'm gonna have a problem here. I wonder if I have my special nail bone in this container. If I do, I am gonna be a very happy man. Hold on one second. Oh boy, I got that one. I might have to use that. Let's see here. Oh man, don't tell me I sure did. I have a special nail bone for these special jobs, but that's okay. Oh, so I want to balance this handle, so I need to start here. So let me get into here and start right here. I gotta go it's gonna be very delicate. This is gonna be very delicate because I don't have my special nail bone. Okay. Ooh, I can hear it popping, but that's okay. I was gonna pop it anyway. Now, I got so many different projects going on, and I gotta make me 2 more nail bones because of what I have to do. All right, I can always come back, change this stitch when I need to, so that's the important part. So I am going to balance this out. Here we go, got it. Normally I don't get it on the first run, but I'll come back. And I just got to get over here. Okay, so I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, now I am glad I did what I did. This basket is very weak, and I've got one end going around. I tied everything down, and I'm glad I started that row so that I can build this up. So what I'm gonna have to do now is I got this middle piece that I wrap, and you can see all of this here is coming apart. It is so brittle. So I'm doing one side of this basket to try to get this handle as straight as I can get it. And I got a lot of areas that I've tightened already. Then I found out that in one corner of this basket on the bottom, it looks like they had something here, and it's weak there, it's dried out. You can see in the inside right here, but then on the outside, it looks great. See that? Look at that. Okay, so they infused that with some long pine needles, look like. It's not no bulrush. I can't take that out. It looked like a little grease or whatever's down in there. So I'm gonna have to clean all this out as I fix all of this. So all this gotta be fixed in here. I tried a brush. It don't look like that's gonna come out. I'm gonna take some Dawn when I get home, and I'm gonna see if I can embed it in there. It's gonna wet it a little bit on one side, but I'm glad they got that grass in there so it'll give it a little strength, because that is long pine needles right there. And if I have to go back later, I hope don't, I can put 1 or 2 strand of bulrush across the top and kind of flare it down in there. Okay, so I'm going to take part of this grass and I'm going to fuse it in. This is a coarse grass that I want to fuse in on the bottom of this other side. That way it's going to give this a little more strength, because that soft grass is going to make this basket bend. So I got an idea. I hope it works. I'm going to finish this piece in here. I'm kind of glad that I decided to get this piece, because if I didn't, this basket is not going to be worth the fix because of how it was built. Back in those days when they used this old cross handle, is weak. So the customer, which is Monica, or Miss Monica, I'll call her Miss Monica. And I'm gonna see if I can't get this piece in here right now. Now, I've been waiting on a customer to pick up a basket today. I hope they show up. They don't show up, then I have to take this basket back home. I'm not gonna be here next Sunday. I gotta go and see Michael at Clemson, so I hope they will pick their basket up today, because they agreed to. Okay. Now, I almost got this piece in here. I don't have far to go up into this corner. All I need to do is get a couple more stitches. Then I will go across the handle again. I gotta be careful when I transport it on the bag to get home. So tomorrow I am gonna sit in my sunroom and you will see me do the other part of the handle if I can get it. I think I can do it. It's starting to get a little noisy out here. I've got a lot of people. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to get this as tight as I can get it. And here is where it ended, so I hate to do this, but all right. And guess what?
I am going to make a basket like this. And guess how I'm going to do mine? I'm going to do it with a rainbow handle. And I believe I have a bottom that's halfway done. So I can do this and my other basket at the same time. Remember, I have a number of baskets at home in that sunroom with all the baskets I made this year. And I'm going to do one like this. What I'm going to try to do though is not to flare out the sides. I'm going to bring it in. Oh, come on, ma'am. I can take care of you. No problem.
I don't need a bag.
Oh, okay. Here, let me give you a card there.
Okay.
Yeah, $5. There you go. Thank you, ma'am. So I am going to get this basket done, and then I'm going to do another one. And like I was saying before the customer came, was I have a number of baskets that I have made this year, and I believe, you know, I think I have a basket close to this. I did a different design. I'm not sure now, but that's okay. I'm gonna make one like this anyway. And I'm gonna do a rainbow handle. It's gonna be big like this one also. And I will flare it out just a little bit and see how that's gonna look with a rainbow handle coming in, flare it out. Maybe I could just come in and flare it across, give that little opening like how they have right there. I'm gonna see how that looks, how that works in a basket. I try anything, something new. And like I always say, this is why I work on basket, because it gives me new ideas how to improve what was done in the past. Some people don't like doing it, but for me, I love doing it. Something to do. So when I get home, I am going to be doing another segment in the sunroom, working on this basket as usual on the steps. My sunroom is so cluttered right now, like I don't know what. I'm like Fred Sanford. Y'all remember that show, Fred Sanford? Well, I'm like that person. Only thing is he had a lot of junk. I got a lot of baskets. And they all in different sequence right now. And somewhere in there I'm gonna catch up. Maybe one day when Winnie gets here, she's gonna help me with all this stuff. She says she wants to help me. So we will see, but I don't know if she's gonna like it. That's gonna be the issue. She might like it. You know, Joy and I did it. They had to do it because they had no choice if they wanted to make a little money. Now she's gonna have to do it until she can get comfortable here in the US, I guess. When the kids come along, there's something she can do also. That's what my mom did. All right, so I'm gonna do my little trick here. I'm gonna bring this under. All right, now I got that. So now I'm gonna come back across and get this laxed out. I'm gonna flatten this if I can. Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to pull, I guess, on this side. I'm gonna have to pull when I get on this side. And try to keep this handle this way. Man, it is so loose on that. Oh, I don't know how they, I'm glad they kept the basket together. That's the good thing. Now, I'm gonna come across on this part again. Sometimes I have to mimic getting a piece in here. Oh man, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. All right, I'm gonna end this right here. I'm gonna get up on the side here. I guess I can get this to turn. I just gotta get it to turn. Now, that is the hard part. Get it to turn. And see, I gotta pull this way. So when I get enough like I want, I'm gonna flex this out just a little bit. Oh man. Now see, I've done all of this. I got to go back and I'm going to start 2 rows down, and I'm going to go all the way and infuse this whole entire area. Again, it's getting stiff. So that's why I didn't do no work on this side. This is going to be the major work on that side where the pulling is going to be. I just got to get this piece in. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, here you go. Now, got a lot of people walking right now. Oh, let's see. Must be 3. Yes, it is 3. Oh man. Okay. That's going to be hard to do that part. So I guess I'm going to wait until I get home, and then I'm going to do this. You can see how I got all this is all torn up now. All it's got to be worked on because it is so brittle. See all that coming apart right there? All right there. So that's why I hadn't worked on this left side. I mean the right side. I'm working on the left side right now of the basket. I'm building that up first. And then that is going to stay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up starting down 3 rows down, go all the way around this basket again. Then once I've got that done, I will go down into this basket, get this done, then back to the handle. So I'm probably going to take some palm, pull down on this side, and pull on this side so it won't pull back and forth. So that's why I want to stiffen this up first, tie it down so it doesn't move. Because once I get this stable, I don't want to be pulling on the handle and loosening the handle, so I'm going to have to work around my little branch that I put here. So I'm going to do half of this now, then I'm going to do the other half when I get home. And then on Tuesday, I will bring this basket back with me to the market, and I'll work on it again. So Ms. Monica, I am going to get your basket nice and tight, and you will enjoy it. It's just that you won't be able to put as much weight on this basket like it's supposed to be because of this handle. If this was a rainbow handle, it would have been okay. So whatever you're doing with this basket, I hope you don't put too much weight on it and you support the handles, because if you don't, you're going to pull these handles back off. At that point, if that should happen, I might try the rainbow handle, but I got to build a basket first to see how it works. So I will get the measurements and all the dimension of this basket, and I will put this one together and I'll see how this one comes out. Because sometime when the sides, because they're flared out, I need to be able to get the handle going all the way out before I can bend it, and it might flex the basket a little bit, and that's what I'm concerned about. you know, so I'm trying to get this handle as straight as possible, and I don't think I'll be able to do that on this basket because of how it was built back then. So I can't move everything. We'll get it straight as much as possible down the center. Okay, so I am going to put my stuff away. It is 3:11 now, so I'm going to stop for the day. And that is it. Oh. Okay, now I got the one side of the basket almost done here. I just got to finish this piece right in here. And once I hook that in, then I am going to go back, go all the way down into the base of the basket here. I'm going to start here and go up. So there is 4 rows I got to go up on, and I will tighten that. Now, bear in mind, I will not finish this handle until I have strengthened the walls of the rest of the basket, because if I should tighten this handle, I'm not going to be able to tighten the wall correctly. So I'm trying to build up the sides here. You can see all this is broken off. See all that's coming off right there? And then you can see on this side of the handle the same thing. So I got this piece of grass in here, which is the coarse grass. I'm going to embed that into the corner here. When I embed this into the corner, it's going to strengthen just that little one row right there. And that's what I'm looking at doing. Now the last part of my job is I will go back. You can see down in the base here, see all that is loose. You can see light going all through that. All that is loose in there. So I'm going to have to start down at the very base, at the beginning, start tightening all that in. And it's going to create a big hole in the middle of this basket, but I will close that. I'll put some material in there if I have to, just to close it. So I got a ways to go. There is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 rows that I'm going to have to go back, rewind, because not only there's skips in this basket, then also the binding is also dried out. And that's that spot again where I gotta fix all that in there. For some reason, they had something in that corner. I don't know what it was. So I'll let the customer know they're gonna have to use something in this basket whenever they use it. Because most people don't realize that if they don't, they're gonna damage the basket, especially if grease gets down into the fiber. Can't get that grease out. I've tried it with some Dawn, and yes, it'll get the outside, but that grease tends to soak down into the basket because this is a fiber. So I still got a ways to go, so let me get back at it. And well, unfortunately, the hard part, I tried to put some stabilization for the handle so it won't pull it, because they're trying to keep it straight and balanced, but that's not going to work. I had to build the wall up on this side because it was too damaged, so I couldn't do what I want to do. But it looks like I'm going to have to take a chance because I can't keep this handle stable, and there was not enough material down in there in order to stabilize the handle it anymore. So what I'm going to do is I just going to have to take a chance to see how it's going to look once I am done. If it works, then fine. If not, there's nothing more I can do unless to take the whole handle off, and that's what I don't want to do because that's going to be wasting material and time. So I'm gonna cut this off. I'm gonna start back on this other side. I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and do the handle, and then I go down in the frame of this basket and see if I can tighten it a little more. There's no more I can do. And then I am gonna build a basket like this. I'm gonna see with the S handle, maybe bringing the walls up, not letting it flare out, so that the handle will be even more sturdier and a little more stability, because when it flares out and you're trying to flare that handle out, you don't have any support. When you pick it up, it's gonna bend. So you can't put anything heavy in this basket. So that is what I'm trying to work towards after repairing somebody's basket. I want them to be able to put at least 5 pounds in that basket, but I don't think that's going to ever happen. So there's no more I can do. There's some stain in here. I guess when I re-wrap some of these areas, it'll take some of that stain away. I'm letting this corner dry, and then I'm going to re-wrap this part off the bottom. So I still got to do all of that. Okay, so I am going to go ahead. I'm going to turn this thing. How you doing, sir?
All right.
$5.
So I got enough ones on me.
Thank you, sir. You have a good day, sir.
You too. Y'all look nice.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got a lot of people on the carriage today. Everybody's busy. A nice fall. Tomorrow, they got the storm Milton over in Hurricane Milton over in Florida, and Amy and them was gonna buckle down. She said they're staying, and it's a Category 4 hurricane right now, and I don't know. I think it's going to go to a 5. I'm assuming so. This is going to be a bad one because Helen just went through 3 weeks ago. We will see. Okay, so let me take all this back out, and then I'm going to start on this one side, and hopefully I can keep the handle stabilized. Let's see here. Get back on this side. And I am going to start right here. Fall is here, and I'm trying to do a lot of new products. I got a lot of new designs. I spent all last night working on crosses because this is the time of the year everybody's buying crosses, and I don't have enough crosses made. So I'm going to spend some time tonight. I'm going to Clemson this weekend to see Michael. So I am trying to get some things done. And hopefully we'll be back early on Sunday. Maybe I will stop at the watering hole swamp 7. What is it? 7-hole swamp, and check out the palm. And maybe the weekend after, I will drive back out there and cut a lot of palm so I can dry them, because I really need them. I got a lot of new ideas. If I can dry them halfway, I know people will buy the stems while they're still a little green. So I just need to get this in here, and then I'm not going to harvest any Talaberry this year, popcorn. That is something other people have been asking me about, but I'm not going to waste my time on that this year for some reason. Even if somebody asks me, I'll just send them to another vendor. I don't have that feel. Sometimes a lot of us don't get that feel for something, and we just stop doing it. Not only because people not buying them, it's just when that feel goes away, then we just tend not to do it anymore. Oh man, it's a good thing. I just want to get this in first. That's the hardest piece. Okay. So I learned something new on this basket. If the customer have the basket maker who made this basket, and if it's not done right, the basket just ain't gonna hold up. So I hope she'll take care of this, because the next time, if this basket gets damaged the handle wise, the whole handle got to replace, and that is going to cost them even more. All right, I'm gonna get this in here. All right. Now, where did I do? Oh, I don't know what I did with it. But Miss Monica's going to like this when I'm finished anyway, so I'm going to try and tighten it as much as possible. And I'm going to re-wrap some of the areas because, see, this is brittle. I mean, all that is brittle. She don't realize that, but eventually, if I work on this and just fix just these little couple of areas, what's going to happen is either she get the basket back and it start coming all apart, and I don't want them to waste their money on something. So won't be done right. I want it done right because okay, all that is flaking off. Yep, that's okay. That's why I focus so much on some of these rainbow handle, because it's a better design. You got more stability on the basket compared back to the old days. You know, people didn't think about that. I mean, there's always got to be a change on something. You're not taking away from it, you're improving how you make the basket now, which is good, nothing wrong with that. But I still tend to keep some of the old traditional ways. All that is flaking off. I just gotta pull the pieces out as I go. Okay. I had to add a piece in some material on the other side because that had already rotted away. And that's the only time I'm going to add anything to anybody's basket. Is if something is gone, I got to build it up. If it's rotted, okay. Get this in here. Oh man, let's see here. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna do my little play here. This is a different row. Okay. This is a different row. All right, now I got this tied in. I'm going to get this out. this second row from the top, it did not have no stability there either, and too thin. When you're making a basket and you don't have no support, eventually, especially if the customer doesn't do the right thing with this basket, but unfortunately they did, because this is an old basket. She just don't know. She said there's a big story to this basket. I wish one day I can find out what it was. This has 2 rows to it. I don't want to. Oh man. I don't want to use up all the material on that, so I'm going to have to figure out how thick. So now I got to cut it. Oh man, I'm afraid I got to do it. I got no choice. It's gonna be thin right there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So that roll right here is gonna be thin. I'm going to take my nail gun. I'm gonna get the other one. I am going to plug where the palm was put. All right, I got one more. Oh man, I don't have enough. I do not have enough. All right, now this is the most difficult area right here. I just need to be able to get this in without popping any stitches, because I think I can do it. I'm gonna try one more, and then I can let that go. Because I just need to know how thick the stitch is going to be.
How are you, sir?
Okay, ma'am.
Don't want to break your concentration.
Let's try. You're not.
Okay.
Where you traveling from?
Florida, Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, okay. You coming through the storm, huh?
Yeah,
Well, hopefully you stayed up here until it's over.
yeah, we are.
Okay. Your first time up?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
See, you got to force that through.
Yeah. Get this in there. How you doing, ma'am?
Fine.
Oh, you with her too?
Yeah.
Just admiring your work.
Found the book?
There's some people from down from Florida. Okay,
I had to take.
I think I got it. Okay, I'll be back with you guys later.